Hey guys, today we have a brand new Minimates review. Today we have the Marvel Minimates Wave 58, X-Men Days of Future Past, Young Magneto, and Mystique. So here we have from the brand new Marvel Minimates Wave 58, and it's Magneto from the 70s and Jennifer Lawrence. Packaging-wise, just dark gray, X-Men Days of Future Past. Kind of weird. I mean, it's just the logo right here, but you have all this blank space. I wish they could have done something with it. Maybe have, like, the movie poster in the background. I don't know. Then you got Magneto and Mystique. Magneto, Mystique. And the roster on the back. Collect them all! We got Future Magneto, Professor X, Boneclaw Wolverine, Xavier, Mystique, Young Magneto, and Future Wolverine and Future Storm. Anyway, let's begin. Young Magneto. Imprisoned for murder, Eric Lyncher is freed from prison in 1973 so that his magnetic powers might prevent another murder, one that would have grave repercussions for the future of mutant kind. Mystique. In 1973, Raven Darkholm plans to kill Bolivar Trask for her crimes against mutant kind, but doing so will lead to a dark future, and she will have to go through her old friends Eric and Charles to do it. First up, we have Young Magneto. So here we have Magneto from X-Men Days of Future Past, and I'm going to be honest, this might be one of my favorite figures from the wave, if not my favorite. Mostly because I feel like Magneto, design-wise, was the only character, other than like Mystique and Beast, to really get a comic-esque look. Because, I mean, Magneto's in like supervillain armor, while Professor X and Wolverine are just in civilian clothing. And even Beast, I mean, he just walks around as a human most of the time, until the ending scene where he goes all Beast. So, really, Magneto is the only one clothing-wise to really be, like, anything comic-y. And he doesn't even, like, look like comic Magneto, aside from the purple. But it's still cool. I mean, I really like the design they went with. Detail-wise, he's in a dark purple and black costume, with purple on the top, sweeping down to black from the belt down. And it's really cool. He's got this new cape, which is really cool, because you can see it kind of is half and half. You got this sort of shorter cape, and then you got this sort of long cape, and you got a short cape that flows over it. He's got purple armored look. See some chest detailing with black gloves. Very nice. A little bit of detailing on his legs, just some padding, and that's it. No crotch detailing at all, which is sort of weird. And then that's about it for details. I mean, he has his mask, which is really cool. It is a new mold for the helmet. I'll just pop that off and take a look. It's a little wider than I expected. I mean, I'll show you. It kind of sits on his head and just kind of like sits over. And I was expecting like his eyes to more peer through the eye holes instead of just kind of getting covered, but it's not horrible. I think it does pretty well for what it is, but it is nowhere near as good as the original Magneto mask. Speaking of which, let's bring that in right now. Here we have my Michael Fassbender Magneto from First Class, and you can see the differences in the helmet. I mean, this one is a direct mold off from the Age of Apocalypse Magneto, and this one is actually a new mold, because it wasn't like this in the movie. Just kind of wanted to show it off because it was cool, because it was all black and silver in that movie, and it's just kind of purple in this one. And since he's also here, let's do the face. The new one has a lot less thick of eyebrows, and the mouth doesn't sit so high up on his face. His cheeks are a lot less pronounced. I don't know, I thought they were both good representations of Michael Fassbender. I just think that this one is a little bit better since it's kind of newer. And this one kind of has, I don't know, something to it, makes him look really older. And this one makes him look fairly younger. But yeah, they're both good faces. Let's just get him out of the way and go back to this Magneto. Articulation-wise, young Magneto can do most normal Minimate things, except for really move at the legs. He can move out, but not in. And his head is just kind of stuck. Now, accessory-wise, display stand, a flight stand that you can just sit him on. So he can go flying around with magnetic powers. And obviously, since he's a helmet, and he had hair on the back of the box, comes with a hairpiece. Not sure the origin of the hairpiece. It is fairly nice. It's kind of messy and shaggy, a little dirty. But I mean, it works. I'm not going to use it, though, because he has the helmet. I'm going to use the helmet. But it is nice that they included it. And mostly, it's just nice that he's in a costume. Overall, Magneto magnetizes this pack. Next up, we have Mystique. So here we have the Jennifer Lawrence Mystique, played by Jennifer Lawrence. You know, I thought Mystique was done fairly well by Jennifer Lawrence. I know a lot of people really liked her as Mystique. I thought she was pretty good. And I think mostly it's just good that she was in this movie, because now we have a mini-mate of her from the movies, and we never got a movie Mystique. So we never got that sort of naked look. But we do have it now. Yay, naked mini-mates. Anyway, let's start it off by comparing it to the X-Men First Class Mystique, which I consider to be one of the worst mini-mates I've ever seen in my life. Here's why. Where do I start? It's gotta be the shading. Like, this is a really odd choice of blue. Blue doesn't really match up between her chest and her face. The expression, too, it looks nothing like Jennifer Lawrence. And then way too much markings all over her face. Also, her eyes are green. I'm pretty sure they were yellow. I really don't care for this figure. It's just meh. Oh, and the hair. Yeah. This one's a lot better. I think it looks a lot more like Jennifer Lawrence, and I just think it's good. It's got really nice detailing all over. This is really good. So you can see she's completely naked. Part of the course for a movie Mystique. She's got her sort of scaling all over her body. On her crotch, on her legs. Not on the back of her legs, though. Her hair is a new piece. It's really nice. Goes down to her shoulders, and it looks a lot like it did in the movie. And then the face. It's a very well-detailed face. You can see her scales all around, big blue lips, with her piercing yellow eyes. And it does look like Jennifer Lawrence, which is... I mean, it looks like Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, if that makes sense. Because, you know, she was blue. Point is, it's a good-looking mini-mate. And articulation-wise, since she is vanilla all the way through, she can do everything, including all those high-flying jump kick things in the movie. And accessory-wise, she comes with a display stand, and that's it. I'm going to be honest, I really wish she came with some heads. I think if they had the human Mystique, like the normal Jennifer Lawrence, would have been really nice. Or maybe Oliver Trask, even though he's played by Peter Dinklage and he's tiny. Or, best yet, Richard Nixon. That would have been great if she came with a Richard Nixon head. That would have really made it. Like, this figure would have been great if she had a Richard Nixon head. Or if she had the Jennifer Lawrence head. I mean, as it is, it's a really nice figure, and it really complements the two-pack having Magneto and her. But I don't know, I just wish she came with more. But as it is, like I said, good figure. Overall, Mystique is well done, but lacking in the accessory department. Overall, that was the Marvel Minimates Wave 58, Young Magneto and Mystique. This is a fairly good two-pack. I really like what it has to offer. I think the Magneto looks really good for what it is. I like the face. I think the cape is really nicely done. And just overall, it's a decent look, and it does capture the sort of look Magneto had in the movie. And then Mystique is really nice. I love the detailing on her. But, like I said, I wish she came with something. Even like the kickstand that they made would have been really nice for her to do some, just more stunts. Or, like I said, the alternate heads. Kind of like what they did for the Mystique in the comic Days of Future Past box set. Having the Robert Kelly heads. She could have had human Mystique head, Bolivar Trask, Nixon. I thought it would have been cool. Anyway, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and did you like the video? Well then rate, comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you later.